Let me tell you something. When you lose some of the closest people you love, and you know you'll never be the same, like there's conversations that I want to have that I can't have right now because there's unfinished business. There's niggas lining me up right now, trying to line me up for exposing Africa Bambaataa. I just had phone conversations today. It threw my whole day off, and I said, nah, I'm gonna still make it. I'm gonna keep my word. I wasn't even gonna come no more, like, nah, because I'm just like, it's like, how do you kill somebody you love? So now it's a chess game with dudes that's fake smiling and fake laughing, like, I love you, I love you, I love you. But in all actuality, this same fat nigga that fucked all these little boys, he's sprinkling bread around. Now you got a John Doe that's coming out on him that he don't know much about. Maybe he do. Maybe it's a plan. I don't know. But what I do know is he know that's a threat to his whole reputation, to him, like, because nobody actually sued him until now. I didn't want to sue him. I don't want his money. This is not prostitution. And I'm not saying that anybody that goes after the dollar behind somebody that hurt them is prostitution, but it's like, it's no point of me taking his money. There's no point. What is it going to do for me? Make me look like that's why I went after him? Nah, keep your money. Now, if we're going through the criminal aspect, which all of these lawyers want money first. They want the lawsuit first.
Can't do it without the
So
money.
now with the John Doe that's going at him, because he took dudes over state line, it becomes federal. So now I see certain people reaching out, and then other people reaching out. Well, you know, I ain't want to tell you this, but blase, blase, blah, blase, blase, blah, be on point. And it's like, oh, okay. Right. Some of these videos that you see being made about me is people that's actually being paid by him, sponsored by him.
Wow.
And because I come at so many rappers now, it's the perfect cover. He got a lot of beef now. Now it's time for us to play our card. Let's play the game, nigga.
That took a lot of strength for you, though, to stand up to
Yeah.
all of that. To just deal with that process is a lot of strength. A lot of people wouldn't deal with it that way and still be kind of like sane. Like somehow you made it.
But why not go through the criminal court system?
No, the criminal is where I want to go. At first, initially, when I came out, I didn't even want to do none of this. Like, it was like when I came out on Facebook. But the time I came out, some of the brothers that I had love for that raised me in the game started the Zulu Warriors. And that security company, like, you'll see footage with me with mad celebrities. We was bodyguarding mad celebrities, and it was picking up, it was hitting big.
Right.
So now, threatening Bam with the allegations on him, it threatened Zulu Nation as a whole. So they asked me to take the video down because, yo, you destroying the brand now. Everything was the brand. And because these were the brothers that I actually dealt with, I rocked with, I said, you know what, I'm gonna take my video down. I did it. 6 months later, out of nowhere, Bee Stinger comes out. I look at the newspaper. Let me slow it down. I get a phone call. Niggas talking about killing you. The dude that made that phone call is a dangerous nigga that I met through them niggas. We became real close. So when he called me, he said, look at the newspaper. I look at the newspaper. Bee Stinger's on the newspaper. I calls the nigga Bambaataa immediately like, yo, I don't got nothing to do with that dude. But because niggas is talking about XYZ, I said, yo, I'm gonna be real. I said, yo, throw me a couple of burners.
Wow.
Throw me a couple of burners so I can handle my business. So the nigga Bam was like, talk to Tafiq. I said, what? I said, I'm talking to you, nigga. He was like, to talk to, nigga, fuck you. That's when I ended up on Star. Because my whole thing is, don't play with me. Don't act like you don't know what's going on. Talk to this one, talk to that. No, I'm talking to you. I don't have nothing to do with Bee Stinger. So I guess he didn't know that at the time. It's like, okay, I'm just being attacked again. What part of the game is this? When I spoke to Bam, they had a meeting. I skipped past this. They had a meeting.
Right.
In the meeting, he confessed in front of a room full of niggas what he did. This was Muhammad's house. F was there, Doc was there, heavy hitters was there.
Wow.
sitting there, heavy hitters. He started crying, apologizing, and everything else. Said he was going to do X, Y, Z. He was going to build a community center. He was going to give back to the youth. And the only thing I asked him was to put a tombstone on my man B.O.'s grave. Wow. It was 3 things that he promised. He ain't do none of that, but I ain't bothered a nigga. All right, cool. He apologized. The fact that he acknowledged in front of the room of people he did that to me was enough for me. I moved past it.
Right.
When B Stinger came back out, he pulled me back into this world. And see, the reason why I was so mad at B Stinger, why you keep flipping on another victim? Because I'm warring now with my own, with the same niggas he's with. I'm warring with. 1 minute you giving me conversations with these niggas trying to like give you money to pay you off, because they was more scared of B Stinger than me, because B Stinger was playing with the legal team. Mm. So they was nervous of him. He's playing with the legal team. So you got all these dudes on the phone offering him money. That audio's on the internet. It's there.
All right.
And then you got Mickey Benson, which was Fat Joe and Ice-T manager in the past. I don't know if they still dealing with him, whatever the case. He managed a lot of groups on the phone, telling them, you know you like it. You know you was with it. Ain't nobody force you to do nothing. So because a grown man took advantage of a little boy, he had to be forced? If that's your logic. So, you know what I mean? That was the thing. My thing with B Stinger was that allegedly people put him up to coming out against Bam because it was a money thing for him. Mm. Not to say Bam didn't do what he did. Because I can tell you right now, from the things that B Stinger said, Bam got him. On top of the fact that
it correlated with
it correlated with a lot. He did not make that up. And the reality of it is, like, Bam got too many dudes. Way too many dudes. I seen dudes in his book that I wouldn't even call them niggas names because they that dangerous. Like, wow. These niggas ain't nothing to play with.
Well, does it make you angry? Was him admitting that in the circle the closure for you? Was that what you needed?
It wasn't. What it was is that when I told my story on a nigga, it was a build-up. For one, I couldn't even, like, after he got stabbed, he gave me the picture of the dude that stabbed him. We was looking for the dude to air the nigga out. I tell niggas this all the time. He gave me the picture. If dude just stabbed him for no reason, people gotta understand, son. Even though Bam molested me, he raised me. And I was raised around a bunch of molesters. He wasn't the only one. I was being molested since I was a kid. So with Bam, it was like he also protected me and raised me. So it's like, all right, this is the uncle that molested you, that paid your way to college. So when people sit up there saying, oh, he paid his way to college, no, nigga, I went to jail. And when they said he was in a relationship, I was 18. When I turned 18 years old, September 3rd turned 18. September 5th, I believe it was, Max got shot on Trio. September 6th, I was on a run for murder. So I'm on a run for multiple homicides now and attempt murders. I'm on Rikers Island for 3 years, fighting cases. So all these times when they sit up here, this was going on with Bam. No, I was in jail. Mm. These was my early years of going on with Bam. But eventually, at some point in time, I broke off from Bam anyway. I was in Connecticut doing things out there and all over the place, just tearing shit up. But when homeboy got stabbed, it was like it was eating me. I'm having conversations behind the scenes like, yo, everybody just shunning it off. And it was one day I was watching, was it Criminal Minds? What's his name? Shamar or whatever. I don't remember the name, the brother name. Criminal Minds. I was watching the episode. And I think it was his gym teacher that got him, that molested him, right?
And he came back.
Right? So he came back, and that was what the episode was about. Now, the crazy part about it is when I seen that episode, I was in Bam's building in the same apartment, but on a lower floor. So it kind of like struck me. right? Then I think I had a drink and I was on the phone with my moms. And I blurted it out what the nigga did to me. And I heard, like, it was like, you see how this room is silent?
Yeah.
There was a cold silence. Like, I know it stuck a nail through her. Because I never tell nobody my mother didn't love me at all. It's just that she was dysfunctional.
Right.
Just keeping it funky. So when she heard that, it would just put like a nail through her. So I said, I knew right then and there, once I did that to her, he had to feel that. And that's what the video was that ended up with me in the car. And I put it on Facebook and everybody was bugging. Like, you had, like, a lot of people was bugging.
Right.
Because they knew the street version. It was like, wow, if he said that, that happened.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.